Hi everyone, this is Mark of TechPinas and I'm now here in Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, or the Central Bank of the Philippines, to learn more about PESONet, which is a new financial service that's being done in partnership with so many banks across the Philippines that can really benefit consumers, especially business owners, in this digital world. Alright, so join me. Let's go! I'm with Ms. Mary Rose Contreras of Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, and we're going to talk to you about PESONet, what it's all about, and how businesses in the Philippines can benefit from it. So thank you so much for doing this interview, Ms. Mary Rose. Good day to you, ma'am.
Good day to you too.
All right. So, Ms. Mary Rose, can you talk about PESONet and share to us what it's all about and how businesses in the Philippines can benefit from it?
PESONet was born in November 2017.
Oh.
So a group of banks together with the Bangko Sentral have worked on the kinks on how we will be able to promote interoperability and make that possible for the different banks to be open, so that when you want to transfer your money from one bank account to another account, it could be an electronic money issuer account, an e-wallet. So if you want to move funds, then you could use PESONet. So right now, it's very inconvenient to move funds from one account to another.
That's true.
And most of the time, businesses, when they have their customers, for example, they are restricted to have their customers open bank accounts in the same bank to facilitate payments.
That's true.
But with PESONet, that business, they could tell their customers, even if it's with the other banks, they could facilitate fund transfer via PESONet.
Now we're going to talk about PESONet as a partner of Lazada, as a business here in the Philippines. All right, so Sir Jonathan, can you talk about your impressions about PESONet?
Yeah, sure. So we'd been following PESONet as part of the National Retail Payment System initiative since it was announced back in I think 2015. And as it got closer to the launch date, we reached out to our banks and asked them, what the actual solution would be. So the idea of PESONet, of course, as I hope your viewers know, is that you can transfer from any local bank to any local bank within the same day, and no beneficiary fee. And a company like Lazada, who does, tens of thousands, if not more, transactions per day for every type of purpose you can imagine. This is something that we had to have, as opposed to the traditional check payment system.
Okay.
So yeah, we were one of the first adopters of it, and we've been using it since January of this year. They're sort of, I like to consider them friends by now, because we've been working so closely. And we have a great relationship wherein we as the user give direct feedback on all the issues that can arise from an entirely new workflow that banks have never had to use. And I'm able to give that to the BSP and to the PESONet team under USAID, and they've been excellent in sort of implementing and communicating to banks. So I think it's a good relationship. I think that the toughest part of it is over, and that we've ironed out the kinks, and now yeah, it's over 100,000 transactions are being done every day, and that number's increasing. So yeah, it's only going to go up from here.
All right. So thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experience with PESONet.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And I'm with Mr. Cary Ong, the Executive Vice President of Unionbank.
Yes.
Thank you so much for doing this interview, Sir John.
And thank you for having me here.
Okay, so can you give your impressions of PESONet as a government service?
Sure, absolutely. So PESONet is actually the first automated clearinghouse ACH product offered under the National Retail Payment System mandate of the Bangko Sentral. And my first impressions were that it's about time. It's about time that we had a product where you could efficiently move money from your bank account to any other bank account in the Philippines. So that is really my initial reaction. It's about time. I'm so glad that this is finally happening after all these years waiting for a product such as PESONet.
So I just want to ask you, for your account holders who are currently using PESONet, which transactions were you able to observe them doing via PESONet?
So I get to talk to a lot of our customers, and aside from the usual transferring money from your own account to another account of yours, right?
Yes.
In another bank. Where I'm hearing a lot of vendor payments starting to go through PESONet.
Oh, okay.
So just last week, I met up with someone and he was explaining to me the moment he discovered PESONet, he just paid all his suppliers through PESONet. So a lot of our customers are actually owners of small businesses, SME owners. They could be sole proprietors, and you know, if they need to do a supplier payment or a loan payment or a credit card payment, some of them do it via PESONet. So we're seeing more varied uses of the network.
Especially now, I guess, when online businesses are really growing because of Facebook, Instagram, and of course, there's a social media platform for businesses.
Absolutely.
It's very useful for them as well.
Oh yeah, that's a future. E-commerce is really growing big time, and I think the banks need to be catching up in terms of offering all these digital services. Then makes consumers like you and me feel a lot safer whenever we transact online.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing your experiences, sir.
And thank you for having me.
And
So what's good here is it's not only the convenience. So you don't have to fall in queues, in line, just to transfer fund, move one fund to another account. But you could use online and mobile payments to conduct these fund transfers. And it's really good because the fee is very competitive. So it could range from 0 per transaction to 100 pesos per transaction, depending on
it's very affordable.
Yes,
actually.
it is very affordable. It depends on your bank. So some banks could give it for free, depending on your relationship with your bank, if you're a corporate. And for some banks, they would put a minimal fee to it. So it becomes a competitive sphere for the bank offering this type of service, and really fast and convenient. So all you need to do is to have a bank account or an electronic money account. So it's an account-to-account fund transfer, and it's expected to settle the funds be available to the beneficiary within the day.
Okay.
So it's really convenient and fast and secure. What do you do? So if you're a businessman and you wanted this service, so the first thing you do is look at the Bangko Sentral website and see, is my bank already a participating bank?
Yes.
If it's yes, then you go to your bank and ask them, okay, how could I actually move my funds from the different to the different bank accounts who are members of PESONet as well?
Yeah.
So
Do they need to sign up for this?
Normally, they would ask what particular use you would do this, but there should be, if the bank already has an electronic or online system, they would not, different banks, different styles and procedures.
Yes.
They could ask you to sign up for it, or they could just say, okay, you could just tick this one and it's activated for you.
Oh.
So it depends on the bank. But if you're a corporate and you wanted to disperse a lot of payments, and you wanted to do it by batch, so you have a formal arrangement with your bank already, so you could prepare the payment details and hand it to your bank, and the bank would process it. If it's online, you could actually, there's a way for other banks to just upload the file, and instantly those file instructions will be created, payment instructions will be created, and will be pushed to the different accounts using PESONet.
That's wonderful. So, Ms. Mary Rose, can you give me some practical uses of PESONet? For example, in businesses here in the Philippines, can you give like a scenario that they can use this?
A while ago, we had the PESONet Media Forum, and one of the corporate clients of one of the banks have shared that it's he's got this e-commerce platform, so he sells goods in the internet. So it's also difficult to pay the suppliers, for example, of these goods.
That's
so what this company does is pay them through PESONet. So the suppliers could have any of their accounts maintained in any of the participating banks. There are 43 banks now.
Can you give some back?
BDO, Metrobank, even Unionbank, Citibank. So there are a lot of foreign banks as well. So if you want the complete list, you could have a look at our BSP website, bsp.gov.ph. So the full list is there. Or you could also look at PESONet.net. So the full list is there for PESONet members and participating
That's great.
institutions.
That's actually embracing the benefits of living in the digital
Oh yeah,
world.
yeah, definitely. And
And
for
it's nice to see our agencies, actually, our government agencies also moving forward in that sense.
yes, we're working on it. We're working. It's one of the priority items that we are working on. That the government embrace these things and push forward for the use of InstaPay and PESONet.
All right. So, Ms. Meros, would you have a message to like business owners who can benefit from this service?
Definitely. So not only business owners, but even consumers. You know,
Individuals also.
individuals. Yes, definitely. Everyone in Maria has the option of using electronic payments now, and PESONet is one channel that was open to you to use, and it's much cheaper. So if we're seeing that we're spending a lot of time lining in queues in the bank, and spending a lot of resources as well, reconciling cash payments.
That's true.
Then this one is an efficient way of doing your payments, of even doing your collections and transfers. So try it. So I encourage you to actually go to your bank and ask details for this.
Inquire about it.
Inquire
yeah.
about it, ask questions. And the Bangko Sentral is encouraging people actually to use electronic payments via PESONet.
Okay, so embracing the wonders and benefits of a digital world, that's Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, and of course, PESONet. Thank you so much, Ms. Mary Rose.
Thank you,
for doing
Mark.
this interview.
Thank you. Thank
God
you.
bless you. Thank you.
You too.
Alright, so there you have it. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.